Hey, corner friends, it's your girl Shan, and I am back with a new video. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We are talking about Glorilla versus Brorilla. Listen, it's been up and down everybody's timelines. I'm really tired of the conversation, but let's go ahead and chat about this because this is just getting ridiculous. So we all have seen the TMZ interview. We've seen all these other side interviews. We've seen Brorilla on social media just uh crashing out and acting a fool about this $2,500 and the allegation of that Glorilla does not help the family out. So let me just say this, and I need people to understand this. Nobody is obligated to do anything. Like the Brorilla, you keep saying she's not obligated. It's her money that she worked for. You didn't go out and your family didn't go out and do nothing. So you started out saying that she didn't do anything for the family, and then I think on this last TMZ interview, you said that you didn't say she didn't do anything for the family, but she do the bare minimum. The bare minimum according to whose score and whose metric system? What is the bare minimum? Because anything that she do, she don't have to do. So if she decides to do anything, um, that's her being nice and her wanting to do something. But who says she has to do anything? And what is the bare minimum? What does that look like? So let me just say this: if I made it and I was rich, of course I would help my family. But see, you also got to know the relationship, and just from listening to you and your sister, there is some trauma from your childhood. There are some things that happened that I believe has messed up the relationship with you all. And we don't know that part. So it's very hard to judge and say, well, she should be doing X, Y, and Z for at least for her parents. Well, the parents went on her live and said she's wonderful. She did X, Y, and Z for them. And even if she do the bare minimum, a child is not obligated to give anything to a parent. You want to know why? Because we didn't ask to be born. So no, we don't owe our parents anything. Now, should we? Maybe morally, of course. Do I help my parents as much as I can? Absolutely. But again, I didn't have trauma growing up. And so I think that's the difference. Now, let me say this. I do think it's some truth to what Brorilla is saying. Because Glow has, when she, has already confirmed they were sleeping on air mattresses and they had roaches and things like that. There has been allegations of physical abuse, I think, on the mom's behalf, and that CPS did get called, and, so I think all of those things are true. Like, I don't think Brorilla is making any of that up, but that you can't hold Glow accountable for that, baby. And you said, well, she came up with me eating roaches. We struggled together, so she obligated. No, baby, no. She struggled and she got it out the mud to make sure as an adult she didn't live that lifestyle. She's trying to break that curse. And you can do the same thing. And see, what really frustrates me is just from listening to you, I don't agree with your attitude because I think it's jacked up. I think you have a very entitled, jacked up attitude. I don't care what nobody says. But what I will say is I think you funny. And I think you could have made a name for yourself without stepping on your sister back. I think you could have came on this on social media, and instead of exposing the family, you could have came on here and built your platform and made that little $2,500 and much more. You could have went on baddies. You could have did all of these things. You didn't have to do it the way that you did it. It was your delivery. Because ain't nobody obligated to you, baby. Nobody. You are an adult. And you sit up here talking about, I was struggling. I went to jail. Going to jail is not struggling. That's called poor decision making. And that's something that you have to be accountable for. Because guess what? Nobody did it but you. You did the bad, so you have to suffer those consequences and be accountable. Nobody else, not your sister, not nobody. So, you know what? And then you said, well, do you know how embarrassing it is to be at the club and come out the club and have to get in the Malibu and you Glow sister? So what you think she should have bought you a Lamborghini or something? Baby, you got a car. It's some people that don't even have that. Okay, so no, this is just not cool. And then whether or not your mother and father lied on Glorilla's live, saying that she do take care of them, apparently they ain't mad at her, baby, because they stood on her side and not yours. They stood on her side and not yours. So apparently they not mad at her because, again, A child does not owe, let me just say this, a child never owes a parent. Should you morally do things for your parents? Absolutely. But you also have to consider that relationship, and considering some of the things that both of you have said about your upbringing, that may be why, you know, she hasn't done what you think she should. Now, let's move past all of that. Tory Lane sent you $2,500. I know you got paid from TMZ, and then all of these other side interviews. And I think you said you made $30,000 in a week. So did you divide that by what 8? Cause Glow good, but the rest of the siblings, as you said, did you show Glow how to do it? Probably not, because guess what? You got on live talking about, I went to the store, I got this chain. Y'all see this chain? I got this chain for $3,200. I even ordered DoorDash. That's why Glow didn't want to give you no money. I wouldn't give you no money either. You're not going to just blow my money just because I got it. Are you crazy? And that's why you in the situation you in. Because why you didn't go get you another car? Why didn't you go get you a place to stay? Because you made a video talking about you going from couch to couch. Why you ain't got... Why you didn't go handle that? No, you went and got a chain and some DoorDash. Come on now, make it make sense. And for all y'all out here talk about, well, my mama definitely wouldn't be working at FedEx. That lady said she worked because she wants to. And even if that's a lie, guess what? Maybe Glorilla don't got the money to retire her mother. Maybe there is some, maybe she feel like if she do certain things, it will make situations worse. I don't know if, and I'm not saying that they do, but maybe she feel like her money just going to be wasted. She bought the daddy a car. She gave a lump sum of money. She gives them a monthly allowance. What more is this girl supposed to do? And for the siblings, y'all grown. Do it yourself. What have you done for yourself? You sit up mad at her, but what have you done for yourself? Come on now. Make it make sense. And that's all I'm going to say about this. And the moral of this story is, ain't nobody obligated to do a darn thing for you. If you want something, go out and work for it, just like the rest of us do. And if you just gonna jack off the money, what's the sense of somebody giving it to you? See, we got to do better. We got to really do better, because this is just a mess. And then you out here crashing on social media, howling and screaming. Did you really think? And then I just seen the video where you said you wish it didn't get to this level. Yes, you do, because you started all this. Because if you wanted to have a simple conversation with your sister, the same way you came out here and exposed or call yourself exposed to her, you could have called her to have a conversation. Did you really think the way you went about this was going to motivate her to do anything? Because if it were me, if you was my sister, I'd run and never look back. I'd run and never look back. Because, see, you the type of envious person that don't mean me no good. You would do harm to me. You would delight in my downfall. And, see, I can't deal with folks like that, whether you family or not. So, what I will say is, if you truly do mean that you wish it didn't go this far, as long as you got breath in your body, baby, you can make amends with your sister. Y'all can work this out. But it's got to be action on both sides. It's got to be action on both sides. And Glorilla, what I want to say to you is stop responding to this mess. Keep doing what you've been doing, because the more you give attention to this, the more petty and crazy you going to look too. Stop addressing this issue. You already went on live with your parents, and they said what they said. Just ignore this mess. Let her make her money the way she making it on social media with all this, and quit responding to that to her. Be the bigger person, because this is just some foolishness. And it's more productive things you both could be out here doing. Y'all, and life is too short. So I do hope that you all are able to reconcile. But again, we all got to be able to swallow our pride. We got to be willing to be accountable for our part in it, and be grown enough to say, I'm sorry. And let me just say this. The apology needs to be as public as the disrespect was. And that's all I got. Okay? See y'all on the next one.